at this Greyhound bus station, right? And it's packed. Greyhound station in DC, matter of fact. Now DC is crazy. I don't know if you've ever been to Washington DC, especially at the Greyhound station. Here it was about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I got some guy trying to sell me some fake gold, right? Which is pretty normal, in those kind of places. But as I'm looking at this fake gold, right? All of a sudden, this guy runs in from outside. His shirt's hanging out, man. He has stains on his jeans. He holds up his belt real high and yells with everything he had in him. He's like, "I got my belt back. I got my effing belt back." Now check this out. What happened was this. Somebody had robbed this man, stole his belt right from off of him, took off outside running. This man chased him down through traffic, over into a field, into the grass or whatever, tackled him, wrestled the man and got his belt back, came back into the Greyhound station to proudly declare his victory. I will never forget that day. And you know what's funny about that story is this. As I trade the NASDAQ, what I see happening, sometimes I feel like that man. Sometimes I feel like I gotta go and hunt down and tackle the NASDAQ and get my belt back. It's like sometimes it feels like I just got robbed. It's like they just took something from me and I gotta get it back. And these are the struggles that we have sometimes as day traders. And as I've dug deep into the psychology, I said, well, what is it? What is really going on? Why does losing hurt so deep? What is going on in the depths of my soul that makes me continue to revenge trade, break rules, dollar cost average? Why can I just not stick to a plan and do exactly what I say I'm going to do? So I had, for the past 2 or 3 years now, I've been on this journey. And I'm sitting here thinking there must be some core beliefs that I have to challenge. There must be some patterns of thinking, some patterns of habits that I haven't intervened on yet. Or else I would be able to just stick to a plan. And as I started looking, I started realizing that human beings, fundamentally, we all have needs. We have psychological needs. We have the need to be blessed, to feel respected, to be loved, to feel competent, to feel capable, to be admired, the need to be respected and to feel secure, and the need to feel connected. With trading, you don't feel connected. You are there by yourself. It's not like you're a part of a corporate, Fortune 500 company and you're a part of the big team working for IBM and you guys have a deadline or you're on a football team and you guys are getting some things happening. Even in the Army, in the military, you still have a battle buddy at least, even if you're out there or platoon. But when it's trading, it's you and you. Yeah, you got the screen. Yeah, you got the NASDAQ. You got that computer. But that computer is just a mirror. That NASDAQ is a mirror. Trading is just there to show you who you really are. Now, we show up thinking, I got this. I can handle this. I'm ready to tackle the world. We show up like we're Nate Diaz, like we're going to beat up the NASDAQ or something. See, what happens is our instincts kick in. When fear response kick in, we go into instinct mode. We go into fight or flight mode, and we want to wrestle the NASDAQ like we're going to beat it down or something. All those, those patterns, all those original psychological instincts, they start kicking in. But the problem with those instincts, it helped us 5,000 years ago when we had to run from the saber-toothed tiger and we were living in caves. Those instincts were good. They were there to keep us safe. But when trading, those instincts are deadly. Sigmund Freud is a psychologist, and I don't like about 80% of what he says. But one thing he did say that I thought was pretty interesting. He said, the desire to be great is one of the deepest of human desires. And I thought about that. And everybody wants to feel significant, even if it's not great, but you just want to feel like, I'm doing my part. I'm contributing to society. Everybody wants to have some level of honor, right? We don't want to feel small. Nobody wants to feel ordinary. We want to be the hero in our own story. Somebody that, people can admire. But when we fail, and when we break our rules, and when we keep blowing up accounts, we feel invisible instead of important. We feel small. We feel ordinary. And it's this inner wound that often creates the habits of revenge trading, over leveraging, trying to prove something to the market. Because the market becomes the place we try to win back our importance. But the market does not reward emotional desperation. It punishes it. That's what happens. When flight or fight kicks in, we get desperate. And the more desperate we get, the more we keep losing. See, we all need to feel capable. We need to feel effective. We want to feel like we're progressing. We want to feel like we're doing something, we're getting some things done. We have a belief that says, I can do difficult things. But then it all collapses. Self-trust even starts to collapse. Every time we start stacking up losses, every time we break our rules, every time we don't stick to the plan. When that happens, we don't even trust our own plan anymore. We just throw that out. Discipline goes out the window. Stop loss becomes, maybe just a suggestion. Maybe I'll move it a little bit more. We start negotiating. Unconscious logic, which is, if I don't trust myself to win, then my rules don't even matter. Every person carries two selves. Yeah, this is what I've been learning. Every person carries two selves. You have the ideal self and you have the real self. In your ideal self, you see yourself as the man who can get it all done, the man who shows up. You're the hero. You're the soldier. You're the one who, here I come to save the day. You're the savior. You're ready to save the world. You see yourself having future success. You see yourself providing for your family, being a blessing. But the real self is who you actually are today. You're the human that's still in process. You're the struggling learner who's still learning. And until we accept that, until we say, you know what, I am still learning and I'm in process. To be in process is to be human. That's when things will shift. But as long as we have this ideal self, we're always going to struggle with not measuring up. But once we say, I am ready to embrace the process. I am ready to let go of the hero complex. Yes, many of us, we have what's called the hero complex. You want to be the one who made it, who overcame the obstacle, overcame the market, became financially free. And you want to be the one who proves that it can be done so you can help others. The intention is good. You want to say, hey, listen, I did it, and if I can do it, you can. There's nothing wrong with the intention. But the truth is, you're just not there yet. And that gap between the realization of I'm not there yet and seeing yourself there becomes way bigger and deeper than you know after year 1, year 2, year 3, and you've made one payout maybe? You've blown 100 accounts? I mean, the gap starts to get deep. Most traders don't quit because of money. It's not like, okay, I've lost 20 grand, now I'm gonna quit. Most traders that quit, the ones that do quit, they quit because of the pain of their identity became too much. They couldn't take, they said, I can't see myself as a loser anymore. I can't see myself as a failure. The pain just got to be too much. I can't keep looking in the mirror. I got to the point where I can't even stand myself. And they said, I gotta just quit or else this thing is killing me. And it wasn't trading that was killing them. A lot of them will blame trading. They'll call it, oh, it's an addiction. But they didn't want to take the deep inward journey. They have the awareness to realize I am in my own way. And I am human, and that's okay. And as I embrace the process, I will grow. And as I grow, that is in itself success. It's not the destination, it's the process of growing and maturing, being healthy in mind, soul, and spirit. See, when we're not healthy, what happens is shame creeps in, right? We go to events, social gatherings, and, one of the hardest moments is when somebody comes up to us and says, so what do you do? and you take a pause, and you're like, oh, Lord, really? Oh, my God, how do I explain this one? 'Cause inside, the voice inside your head is like, you don't have no success story to tell. What are you going to say? Yeah, I'm a struggling trader for 3 years, haven't made a payout. I haven't made any money this year, but I'm still fighting. Nobody wants to feel foolish, right? You don't want to feel like, you don't want to be seen. It's the fear. It's like fear of being seen as irresponsible. People look at you like, oh, you're a day trader, huh? And how many years have you been doing it? And you're still doing it? And you haven't made any money? Wow, your poor wife. I wonder how she handles that. People could be thinking a lot of things. And you can't try to, micromanage people's thoughts. And it doesn't matter what people think. But that's just a fear. That's a natural response that comes out of the soul, right? The soulish realm, out of the ego. Because nobody wants to feel like, or be perceived, or think that people are looking at you like, you are pretty delusional. You haven't woken up yet. Why don't you just quit trading? And so this is why many traders hide their journey. Most of us hide. We don't tell everybody. Heck no, it's too painful. And only other traders will understand. People don't understand. You think you could tell people the journey of day trader to people that are working a 9 to 5, got a government cushy job, got benefits and paid vacation, holiday, 401k, 2 weeks a year, and all this other stuff. You think they can understand? Oh, good Lord, no way. Absolutely not. Two different mindsets, two different characters, two different people. Same species, but totally different makeup. The chicken and the eagle, two different, same bird. They're both birds, but they have a whole different mindset. And I'm just saying, not one is better than the other. It just is what it is. Those that have an entrepreneurial spirit, that are ready to go to the nth degree and to the extreme by any means necessary, even if it means I gotta sleep under a bridge. I'm not going to have another boss ever again. I'm my own boss. If it means I'm going to believe God is giving me the ability to create wealth. That's what it says in the scriptures. He says in Deuteronomy 8:18, God gives us the power to create wealth. So I'm just going to believe that. I'm going to believe what God says. Why should I believe what man says just so I could only get and beg for 2 weeks off for out of the year and make $40,000 a year while inflation keeps going up? And now what used to be an $80,000 house costs $420,000, but yet my $40,000 a year that I was making in 1989 it ain't cutting it now in 2025. So there has to be a decision. And other people cannot understand that route. Only other traders, only other entrepreneurs could really relate. So there's this need, right? There's this need for purpose. When trading becomes the center of our emotional identity, every losing streak can feel like losing purpose itself. Every time I was on a losing streak for the past couple of weeks, and it feels like I've lost purpose. You feel like, what am I even existing for? You have to maintain your sanity of believing in the future, because losing streaks, blowing up accounts again, still breaking rules, doing anticipation trades, max contracts, you name it, it begins to feel existential. It's like, if I can't win at this, who am I? And that's not trading pain, that's soul pain. Inconsistency destroys emotional security. When you never know whether, today will be your best day or your worst day, your nervous system goes wild because you don't have that security. It's not like you go to a job, if I work 8 hours, this is what I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get $40 an hour or whatever your pay is. And by the end of the week or 2 weeks, that's what you're going to get. With day trading, your body goes into fight or flight mode because it's like uncertainty makes it just say, I gotta put the trade. I gotta make sure I take the trade. When do I get in? Do I get in at the fair value gap? Do I get in on the break of structure? Is this the right fair value gap? Is this an inverted fair value gap? Is this a market structure shift? Oh, is this a break of a 6-hour trend? Is the trend going to continue to go down? Is this a support zone? Is this a demand zone? I don't know. And when that happens, your body becomes too emotional. Decision making becomes an emotional thing and not a logical thing. Discipline collapses, your patience disappears, your mind is not secure. And if your mind is not secure, your trading cannot be secure. If a trader is losing, but learning and improving, they can endure the journey. What destroys the spirit is not the losses themselves, but the feeling of being stuck. Right? See, when you believe, I should be further by now, right? That's a cognitive distortion. That's like we're putting more pressure on ourselves. It's like a form of self-condemnation. That's when you start suffering. This is where bitterness forms. Bitterness is the scar tissue of repeated disappointments in your heart, in your soul. You're like, I can't believe I did it again. And so we have this battle going on within our heart and our soul as day traders. Because, in our heart, in our soul, there's a need for autonomy. There's a need to feel like, hey, I'm in control, man, I got this. But the market is the place where you cannot force outcomes. You can't control nothing. You don't have no control of the timing, the volatility. The President Trump could tweet something and next thing you know, market tanks 1,000 points over within a second. And you just say, oh, and I forgot to put on my stop loss. And now you just blew an account. And you're just like, are you kidding me? It's a place where anything could happen at any time. When a person who needs control tries to control the uncontrollable, anxiety forms. This is what's been happening. When we have a need for control and we take that into day trading, which is trying to control something that is uncontrollable, anxiety is the result. And anxiety is the enemy of execution. It's the enemy of execution. Most traders don't actually want money, right? We really don't. What we want is meaning. See, we want what we believe money will mean. If we have the money, in other words, it means we'll have freedom. If I have the money, it means I'm respected. It means I get the validation. I get the admiration. I have peace. I have joy. If I have the money, I'm able to have what I consider true wealth, which is time, because time is the real money. I'm able to buy my time back so I can spend it with my family, spend it with my grandchildren. But the journey of trading forces one to finally realize that no amount of external success will ever replace internal wholeness. What we have to learn as traders is we have to become a whole person. We have to be whole, mind, body, spirit, and soul first, before we can become profitable. When we break rules, blow accounts, when we hide our failures or feel ashamed, it's not weakness, it's being human. Trading confronts the self more directly than any other profession. There is nothing you'll ever do that confronts you, your thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs that are keeping you from accomplishing your goal. Your core beliefs, your patterns, lack of emotional boundaries, lack of trading boundaries, not realizing you're in flight or fight mode and intervening when you are. The real work is not conquering the market. The real work is conquering self. The real self, your real self, is not your enemy. And that's what the delusion is. Sometimes we think I'm my worst enemy. No. Even when doing that, we're still condemning. We're saying that, hey, 10-year-old boy, why don't you have a beard and a mustache yet? You wouldn't say that to your child who's 5. I'm trying, Dad, I'm trying to grow one. You know, like, you just know you keep feeding the boy, he'll grow, and eventually he'll get the beard. And we have to give that same love to ourselves. We have to say, okay, Jason, listen, you're a 10-year-old boy in this. You're not a full-grown man as far as mature. You're not Oliver Velez, been doing this for 40 years, right? So why are you critiquing and criticizing yourself inwardly as if you're Kobe Bryant, right? Who's already practiced for 20 years, you know, RIP to Kobe, of course. But Kobe put in the work for years to get to that level. 5 in the morning, 10,000 free throws a day, and 8 hours in the gym every day, before the game and after the game. I mean, you name it, Kobe put in the work, and it took years to get to that level of mastery. So the first step is just to say, hey, it's okay that you are where you are at. You are human and you are in process. Your real self is the part of you that is telling the truth. It is what it is. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not there yet. But I'm still here. I'm still in the game. I'm still tweaking. I'm still learning. I'm still making adjustments. I'm still growing. And that is the seed of greatness. Because only the honest self can grow. Only the person who's honest with themselves can be the one to stay grounded. Don't pluck yourself out of the ground. Receive the nourishment. Let the rain, let the sun shine on you. Continue to tweak, continue to grow. Eventually you'll have that beard. Eventually you'll be mature. Eventually you'll be whole. And you'll show up whole. And when you show up whole and start trading from a place of being whole, all results start to come. And you'll see yourself without even trying. It won't be a struggle. It won't be stressful any longer. You'll find yourself on cruise control. Because what's more important is your inner peace. What's more important is that you're whole. What's more important is that you are learning and tweaking the innermost parts of you. And now the journey is about you, deep inward journey of self. And the outward results of payouts and time freedom and spending time with family and being a blessing, that's the icing on the cake. That's the sugar on top. That's the cherry on the sundae. As we just sit back, focus on us, become the best person that we can become for ourselves. Heal our inner wound. Heal that silent cry. And give ourselves the love that we need and deserve. And give ourselves the space that we need to mature and grow. And be honest. So when people do ask you, what do? I am currently still trying to become a funded full-time day trader. At the moment, I'm learning. This is day trading college for me. I'm still growing, but it's exciting because I'm learning about myself throughout this process. I'm not profitable yet, but I've learned so much about me that I'm already building wealth.